everybody. So it is week 17. It's also a Tuesday and not a Sunday. And I'm having trouble getting around because Sunday morning I broke my pinky toe. It's a long story how that happened. Anyway, I feel a little better today. I have the day off work because it's my son's birthday. Happy birthday, Devlin. He's 26. Which I don't know how that's possible because I'm only 29. It's so weird. Anyway, I'm gonna limp out here to the garden. I did do some work in the garden Sunday with a broken pinky toe, and I regretted it yesterday morning. So I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time out here. I'd like to say it's gonna be a shorter video this week, but we know that's not possible. It's not possible for me to do. So I did do some cleanup. I didn't get to finish all of my ripping out and cleaning up because I was going to do that on Sunday. I have a broken toe, so not sure if I'll show you a picture or not. Maybe look away if you're squeamish. Yeah. All right, so we're here. Let's see what's going on. First of all, look at Graham Thomas. That's gonna be a really pretty spray of blooms. Very pretty. And I did tie him back. Looks like one of the vines got away from me. I'm gonna tie that back. Plumeria pudica getting very tall and very lush, very tropical. Dr. Witchy's yellow. I thought I had tied this back. But I'll do that again later. I'll tie that back up. Cherokee purple. I do have new flowers. It is getting much taller, so I'm real pleased. I like the way they've bounced back after the tomato hornworm incident that kind of knocked them back a bit. And then with the temperatures getting so hot, they're still growing, they're making flowers, and hopefully I'll get some tomatoes this year off of those guys. We have eggplant. I don't know if I can get in this bed with my foot. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Look at that. Look how big they are. That one buried in here is pretty good size. I think I'll pick that one today. That's got some heft to it. I'm excited about that. Looks like something's been trying to get at it though. Anyway. I love it. So going on to the habaneros. They're supposed to be orange. Like they're supposed to change to an orange color. So I guess I just wait for that to happen. I don't know. I've never grown habaneros. And I've had these. They've been about this size, this one here, for a couple weeks now. Maybe 3 weeks. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. But I'm loaded down with habaneros. They kind of blend in with the foliage, but there's a lot of them in there. Jalapenos, I did pick some the other day. We made chicken fajitas, and it was delicious with the fresh jalapenos. So that was fun. Herbs, lemon balm's going bananas. I got to pick some of that. Also, the chamomile, I don't know where it is. I don't even know if it's still in there. But the oregano is really taking off, so that's fun. And holy cow, holy basil. Look at that holy basil. I did not trim that back this weekend, and I need to do that. I don't mind leaving some to flower because honestly that's kind of pretty. But yeah, I need to trim that back. So I will do that. Look at this okra. Look at how tall this okra is. Isn't that funny? Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to be picking these Clemson spineless at 3 inches. Now I've had some giant ones. Oh, like foot-long giants because I get out here and it's been a few days. Anyway, so I was watching another guy's video, and I apologize, I cannot remember the name of your channel right now. I'll put it on the screen. Anyway, he's growing Clemson spineless, and he said the package says pick at 3 inches. I did not see that on the package. So, ooh, and look at all these ants. What are all those ants doing? That's funny. What are they doing? And those look like fire ants. What are they doing? Are they after the nectar? Like from the flower? That's so weird. But anyway, I got some okra to pick, so let me get all this picked. I think that's the size I'm supposed to be picking them. Need to remember that. Not that size. Okay? Okay, kids? This, not this. And this isn't even the biggest I've ever picked, so I know. That's good. I think that's still good. That's the Jing orange. All right, so California Wonder. Holy crap, look. Oh my God, it's almost the middle of August. And finally I got a California Wonder. Look at that. Fantastic. My cosmos are like 6 feet tall because, you know, the whole not pinching when I should have pinched. But look how pretty. That is a pretty flower. Fizzy Rose Picotee. So pretty. And then the orange ones down here, Cosmic Orange, has reseeded. So we've got lots of seedlings of the Cosmic Orange. Carnival Blend, Bell Pepper. Doing really good. Now last time I picked these when they were still green, and I think the Carnival Blend is supposed to change color, so I'm going to leave these. I may have to put bags on them because I think a critter stole one or two of these because they're a-holes. Lesia Pepper's doing great. I had a few that I had brought in the house that actually I left them long enough that they turned bright red, solid bright red. So beautiful, so juicy. That one's starting to turn a little bit. Also, I do recommend the Cubanelle. It's a thinner skinned pepper. It is a thin skin. There's a critter on it. Get off of there. But this is fun when we made fajitas, just to cut this up and put on our fajitas. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and harvest a lot of these Cubanelles. All right, I'll let the rest get a little bit bigger, but that's a nice fat one there. But a lot of them are kind of this size and I want them a little bit bigger. Can we talk about these zinnias real quick? These California Giants. All of my zinnia foliage, and I have to look it up, has this on it, and it has for a while. And I don't know if it's the humidity here, if it's like some sort of fungus or something, if I need to be like spraying it with a copper fungicide, but it really makes them look a little bit ugly. And so I've been kind of going, when I'm working in the garden, and just kind of stripping the stems, because it just looks grody. Looks grody. Anyway, but other than that, these are doing great. So pretty, so pretty. Pollinators are all over it. Now let's look at the banana peppers. I have one plant that's doing not so good. It's turning yellow. This one here, I did fertilize the other day, but I don't know if that one's gonna make it. But I do have a lot of banana peppers to pick, so let me pick those. I could probably let these get a little bit bigger, but I've got a critter that, like that. So I'm picking them as soon as they're reasonably ready to avoid that. Oh my God, I'm sweating so bad. Can you see that? It's literally like 9:30 in the morning, but it's like 94% humidity. So anyway, yay. Straightened my hair for nothing. So rattlesnake pole beans are still struggling. I did plant a bunch more around the teepee this weekend, and also along this back fence here. I did plant some more. It looks like it's rebounding a little bit. We have some new green foliage. We have some new flowers. But this whole thing should be full. So I did plant more seeds. We'll see how that goes. The watermelon has really started to fill in here. This is the Blacktail Mountain. Asparagus doing great. Marigold's doing great. My garlic chives have made some scapes. I don't know why I didn't expect that. But yeah, so there. That's pretty. Marigold's doing great. I'm super excited. You know, this is a dwarf. I found the package and it said dwarf French marigold. But, I mean, they seem tall to me. Maybe dwarf is the bloom, because that's like a really tall plant. So, could be the bloom. The blooms are kind of small. So anyway, this space here, I need to get some more stuff planted. Like I said, I had not planned on breaking my toe. And I did come out here Sunday and did plant a lot of things, but I couldn't get everything planted up. So that I will work on later. I did get these, you know, cactus zinnias pinned up. And so with ripping out some of that achillea that was floppy, that yarrow was just flopping everywhere. So I ripped that out, cut that back, and now I have a lot of planting space for my fall things. So I'll probably do some kohlrabi in here, some carrots, we'll see. And look at the Gulf fritillary butterfly is all over my zinnias. How pretty. A lot of these blooms are done, but what I may do, because I do like this color, I'll go ahead and put organza bags on them and save the seed. This one too. That's definitely one of my favorite colors. That one and this orange one. That's so pretty. Like this one's okay. That's okay. But that just looks like a regular zinnia. These really fluffy pom-pom ones, those are the seeds I want to keep. This is the Joseph's Coat Amaranth. The color is gorgeous. I just wish it was in a little bit more sun so it could have gotten bigger this year. But that is so pretty. My tomatoes, I did work on staking these up a little bit better. I didn't get to this end. Mainly I started on that end on Sunday. But the Brad's Atomic Grape is having a nice new flush. And we've got a few that are almost ready. So that's nice. I love how tall this is. These are my canes from the sunflowers that I saved. I've been using these to stake up my tomatoes. This ball of mess I still have not dealt with yet because it's going to require me to lose quite a bit of these Lilliput mixed colors zinnias. A lot of them are gonna have to go because it's just too congested in here. And it's so hard to let these go. I did cover these tomatoes. I think this one's the Brandywine, so that's covered. This one, look at the foliage, I think that's also a Brandywine. Now, last week I had a big one back down in there. It's gone. Critter stole it, the bastards. And these lychee tomatoes, I won't buy seeds again for sure, but I don't know if I'm gonna plant seeds next year because they're just so weird looking. I mean, tasting. They look fine. Here, let me bite into it. But you can see the inside, it's just a bunch of seeds. It's like just seeds. And they're not hard seeds. It's just an interesting texture. I don't know. We'll see. That one was actually kind of tasty. That was sweeter than the others. Maybe I need to leave them on longer. But it's still not like sweet. It's just sweeter than the other ones. So anyway, but here's where I started staking. So I started trimming up really hard, like really hard trim. They're like skeleton legs. And then look at all the fruit up there. Isn't that cute? It just looks so cute. So yeah, some way up there. Yeah, it's like 7 feet. So, but I've been using the sunflower canes here, and then I bought some bamboo canes, but mainly it's the sunflower canes, like this one here. That's a nice thick one. So this basil, just waiting on it to bloom. I probably could cut back some of the basil that I don't need to have flowering, but these two definitely I'm letting those go to flower. Oh, here we go. So this is one of the pink zinnias. I really do like this one. And I even put a little piece of pink string in there so I'd know this was the pink one. But I really do love that pink zinnia. So there's a bag on that. And then this zinnia, once it fades a little more, put a bag on that. Same with this one here. These are new blooms. And then I will put a bag on some of the polar bears and the queen lime. And oh, looks like my melon is done, or the vine has just died. So there's my small Persian. The vine is definitely dead. I don't know if the melon's ready. The melon is super tiny. That is extremely small, but the vine is gone, so nothing I can do. There, small Persian. We'll see if it's any good later, but there's that. Oh my gosh, the cicadas just woke up. Ooh, they're loud. Anyway, I did pull out all the weeds under here. It looks so much better. Got a lot of weeding done. There's my tansy, pretty. Roselle hibiscus getting big, looking lovely. Okay, now here, look at all these white tags. I finally got some new things planted. This is fun. So I have broccoli here. This is the Diciccio. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Diciccio? Anyway, broccoli. And then I have Brussels sprouts, Long Island improved. I have one Pattison panache left. I ripped the other ones out because the vine borer had just melted it. But this one seems like it's doing okay. And I did inject some BT into that hole there, so hopefully I killed the grub, because it does look a lot more livelier than it did 2 days ago. I got Borlato bush beans here. More Borlato bush beans. And then these little zinnia canes here is to mark out where I'd have my dwarf curled kale. So in between those markers there. And then I have more garden beans here. These are also garden beans, and these are doing good. These are starting to flower, which is great. So garden beans, dwarf kale, Borlato bush beans, all of this here, and then some broccoli and some Brussels sprouts. So I'm coming down this way. I did plant some cilantro right there. So right here, like where I'm standing right now, we're under the shade of the 2 live oaks here. See, that part of the garden is in the bright sun. The cilantro, in the mornings at least anyway, it's going to start out cool because it feels really cool over here right now. And I'm hoping, because I'm planting it over here, it won't bolt as fast. It is middle of August, so hopefully when these things get going, we will have started to cool down. Fingers crossed, because we're hot forever. We're so hot forever. So we'll see about that. Anyway, I do need to stake up these queen lime zinnias because they are all over the place. And I do need to put a baggie on this fluffy one. Look at that. That is just the fluffiest and most beautiful. Like, this one reached its ultimate maximus fluffiness right there. Beautiful. This Cosmos still hanging in there. I did deadhead it. Now these blooms, the heads are a lot smaller than the Fizzy Rose Picotee that's over there, because that is in more hours of sun. That stays in sun almost all day. These ones get morning shade, and of course the heads are smaller. I did put a couple of baggies. I'll put some more on here so I can save seed, because I do like that Fizzy Rose Picotee. And then another section of dirt that got planted the other day. So I have colorful beets, giant noble spinach. Yes, my handwriting is atrocious. Thanks for noticing. Iceberg lettuce, black seeded Simpson, more garden beans, and I think that's it. Also, I need to put another emitter here. Of course, I have the drip. You can see where the drip comes on. It leaves those spots every 18 inches. But what I like to do is also add one of these with the blue tip, and this just puts out a mist spray and just coats the entire surface with water. But I only do it like every 6 or 8 feet because I do have the drip, but that mist just keeps the entire surface moist, and especially when I have new seeds planted, because the seeds are everywhere. The seeds aren't every 18 inches. They probably should be, but they're not. And so that mister just kind of keeps the entire surface moist. And then once things are rooted in really good and have their roots everywhere, then the every 18 inches for drip is fine. Also, bottom of the bag. Do you ever have like a bag or a box or some sort of container with all your seeds in it, and then you find a bunch of this little section right here, I just dumped all the seeds. That is labeled bottom of the bag, and we'll see what comes up. So that's fun. Balsam and patience. I have put bags on the exploding seed pods. Oh, hi bee. Sorry bee. Like it's getting crowded in here. But I also have little babies, as you can see, all that down there. There's some little balsam and patience. So I probably need to put some more bags on those because those germinate very easily. They are not my favorite flower, but they are kind of pretty. We have an Albumosa sagifolis, folks. I just noticed it. Look there. Hey Albumosa sagifolis or sagifolis. I'm probably pronouncing it all kinds of wrong. There's another little pollinator there. How cute is that? Look how they move their back wings. That's so you bite the back end and not their head. It's like some sort of deterrent or some sort of survival thing. Anyway, it's cool. Anyway, Albumosa sagifolis, the little proboscis in the middle, it reminds me of an elephant trunk, doesn't it? It's the cutest little, weirdest little thing that looks like an elephant trunk. Anyway, this is a smaller bloom. Normally they're bigger, but it's still adorable. So there you go. I don't know if we've had one on a tour before that was in bloom. And so I'll be saving seed too. There's the seed pods there. So I need to put a baggie on that. That way if they burst open, I won't lose any. This mass, it'll look less massy once I rip out the Richmond green apple. I'll just go ahead and tell you right now. Look at that. I don't know if a vine borer got it. I don't know if it was the leaf-footed bugs. I don't know if it was mites. I don't know, but it's done and I gotta rip it out. It looks like some of my moonflower is getting affected too. If you look at that heart-shaped leaf right there, that looks like mites, doesn't it? It's all speckly like it's mites. So that has to come out. This bok choy is looking amazeballs. Like it looks like something I would find in a store. And I'm always surprised when something I grow looks recognizable. It did get eaten up pretty bad, but it's still beautiful. I just wish I had planted more because the rest look like ass. So I think I have my seeds in my pocket, and I may have my seeds in my pocket. Anyway, we'll get some more of that planted. Moonflowers. We had a bunch last night. I should have taken a picture, but look at that. These are all the spent blooms from last night, and there were so many of them. It was beautiful. Yeah, this one will open tonight. Oh, look, Waltham butternut. It has a flower, and I don't know if you can tell at the bottom here, we had a blowout with the vine borer, and I put my injector with the BT up in that vine and injected the BT in there, and that little maggot just blew right out of there. So of course I chucked him. Hopefully a bird got to eat him. But anyway, I pinned up the vine so it can grow up the fence, and I think we're gonna be okay because I got that little maggot out of there. Anyway, we had a bunch of moonflowers last night, and it was beautiful. And I do have baggies too on the moonflower pods. See this? I need to put a baggie on that so I can save those seeds. Oh yeah, here, look, this is a freaking volunteer tomato. Look at that. Have no idea which tomato. I thought at first it was the Cosmos, but the leaves are different. That's a tomato. And probably when an animal stole my tomato off the vine, it probably dropped a seed right there. So that's weird. I don't know how well that's gonna do in the shade, but we'll see. But all this space here, also, I'm gonna say the same round of vegetables. We're gonna do carrots, kohlrabi, maybe some kale. I did find, I think, a package of dinosaur kale. So that'll get planted up there. Let's see, my citrus. My limes are doing great. This is a Persian lime. I think that one's ready as well. I'm gonna pick that. That smells so good. Look at that. See that? It was a darker green, and then it's starting to get a little bit of light green on it. It smells amazing. I think Mama deserves a drink after this. care if it's not 10 o'clock yet. Okay. A little vodka and LaCroix. Just saying. Splash of cranberry. Could happen. Could happen before noon. Don't judge me. And of course, Daddy let the dogs out. I said don't let the dogs out. Let the dogs out. Citrus. That's why I wanted them in the house, because of that right there. Anyway, let's go to my Brussels sprout, which, if I can keep this bad boy from bolting, I mean, look how tall. Shadow wants it. Come here, baby. Look, you want to come in too. Come on. Come, Shadow. You coming? There you go. You can. Those girls. Hi, baby. Hello, hello, hello. I know I love you bestest. I love you bestest. Bella. Oh, Bella's so cute. Hi. This Brussels sprout. If I can keep it from bolting, and I can keep the cabbage worm. All right, sweetie. Shadow, honey. Oh, they love each other. They love each other. It's the sweetest. So that's Bella. That's Shadow. Cuteness. Okay. Back to the Brussels sprout. Take 3. If I can keep that cabbage worm off of there, I sprayed it with Captain Jack's the other day because these worms keep coming back to it because this plant is clearly stressed. Chloe, stop. Clearly it's stressed. Anyway, I just got to keep the BT to it and hit any worms that I see with the Captain Jack. So, I've got Brussels sprouts. Now, what I'm worried is because, I've kept it alive, ow, in the heat this long, but I'm worried that the sprouts are going to, like, bolt or, turn into flowers. They won't stay tight, like they're opening up or something, and I don't want that. Anyway, so we'll see. Chloe, honey, no. So we'll see if I get to keep any of these sprouts or if they bolt. But it's really cool. And I do have more planted. I did plant more Brussels sprouts over there. Oh, God, that kale. That kale is so mistreated. What I'm thinking is, I really don't want to pull it out, but if I just take off the leaves that are grody, maybe it'll, come. The middle still looks good. Let's do that. Nose is running really bad. It's allergies. Oh, snotty. This coleus is looking amazing, and every time I pinch off the flower spikes, it like bushes out again. It branches out. So now it's extremely bushy. I like that. But I am going to take cuttings off of it. I keep saying that, but I am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take cuttings because I want to spread this around a little bit. It's beautiful. I keep forgetting about that one there. Look at that cream and green, which is mostly green because it's not getting a lot of sun. But there's some cream in there. This plumeria is about to bloom. There's a critter on it though. Yeah, what are you doing? Eating the flower? But let's move it so I can look at these vines. Water right there. Another thing I haven't done. Surprise, that's still there. Yeah, this is the Pandora vine. I don't think I'm going to get any flowers for a while because it's just so shady. Let me pull those weeds real quick. So Pandora vine here, and then I have my passion vine here, which it's climbing. Oh yeah, it's climbing pretty far. Look, oh, look, the passion vine. Did I miss that this week? It's way up here. There it is. Passion vine. I can't even reach. It's way up there. Fantastic. Now, I showed you earlier those butterflies, the Gulf fritillary. This is their host plant for their babies. So I don't think I'm going to get any passion flower because I bet Mama has already found this and laid some eggs. And probably by next week there'll be little orange spiky dudes all over it. They're the coolest caterpillar. They're freaky, but they're cool. So that's probably going to happen real soon. If she finds it. It's buried, but you know, they know what they're doing. And I do need to clip that. Need to trim that off. Okay, Okay, this vine is going to this gourd here. Gosh, those gourds are so heavy. They're so pretty. And I'm glad all of these vines, they have not affected this trellis at all. This trellis is on here pretty tight. I was worried it would start to, like, you know, bow out or crumble, but it's holding the weight of all those vines pretty good. And of course the blue butterfly pea, look how pretty that is, backlit. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but it's pretty. So many blooms. So many blooms. And I have been putting baggies over these too. Let's go out. Oh, there's one. Fine. Yes. Okay. Here's what I wanted to show you. Look at that bean pod. So that's from the blue butterfly pea. So I'll put a baggie on that so I can save the seed. How cool is that? Why don't you take a picture and Instagram that? And if you're not following me on Instagram, you should, because I post some beautiful photos of my garden. Just FYI. There's another pea pod. So yeah, oh, and there's another one. Hey, this is my first morning seeing all the pea pods. The first one I noticed was way up there. There's kind of a fat pod, like that pod's been there a while. That's the first one I saw. Anyway, okay, let's get back out in the hot sun, much as I hate to. Graham Thomas, oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Also, the moonflower way up there. If you look, Graham Thomas is now, I think this opening is about 8 feet high, the pergola. But look up there, Graham Thomas is about probably, what, 12, 15 feet, Graham Thomas, but has a moonflower vine wrapped completely around it. So I need to get on my chair and I need to lay that rose branch down anyway so it can, you know, cover the arbor. But also the weight of that vine might snap it, so I'll do that. But I think when you have Graham Thomas, a spray of Graham Thomas open, and then a moonflower at dusk, how pretty is that gonna be? Oh, I can already see it. So here, I took down pretty much all of the Richmond green apple. Most of this vine that you see here is moonflower vine. This is the Maid of Orleans jasmine. Smells so good. And I collect these flowers for tea. This tansy. Yeah, just a fun, bright yellow. Really fun. Love it. My Roselle hibiscus. That is, yeah, about 6.5 feet. It's crazy. All right. And there's my Concord grape. I do need to label this. This didn't have a label on it, but it's doing okay. It might be in too much shade, but it's doing okay. And then, new tag, flat white borer. I'm gonna try it again. I only have like 70, 80 days, maybe 90 before our first frost, so hopefully I can get something. Rattlesnake pole beans. This whole section of fencing is going to be rattlesnake pole beans. Okay, wait, hold on. Rattlesnake pole bean, hi Chloe. Rattlesnake pole bean there, and then I did some straight 8 cucumber. Straight 8 cucumber, I think, to this pole. So rattlesnake pole beans, straight 8 cucumber, and maybe I didn't plant anything down here yet. I think I was going to do some peas. I have some peas. Okay, peas are going to go here, and then my Blacktail Mountain watermelon has reached all the way over here. There's a watermelon. How cute is that little baby? That's adorable. But this watermelon vine has put off quite a few watermelons, and it doesn't take up much space. Like, the vine is small. It's only taking up like a 4 foot by 6 foot area right now. It's doing a little climbing, which is nice. So if you have a small garden, this is a very well-behaved small watermelon. So this is all, oh, this is a grape. This is a muscadine grape that, oh, has stuff all over it. Is that those black aphids again? It is. Ew. Okay, well, there's that. Anyway, here's more of the watermelon. Pretty little flowers. There's a ladybug. I need you to go over to the grape over there. Thank you. Weird things going on with this vine here. Like, I don't know what that is. It's just, you know, some of the leaves just crumbled and got grody. I don't know. Look, what's going on? I don't know, but please stop. Stop doing it. Look at this watermelon. See, it's traveled from over there all the way over here now, and look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. But yeah, it's crawling all the way. Anyway, so right now I have 3 melons. I have this one. I have this one here. I think I skipped over that one. And then the little one through the fence right over there. I thought these were mortgage lifters, but I think these are black from Tula. So there's 2 in this bag. This is double bagged, because remember the stink bugs were getting inside the bags last time. So I double bagged that one. Look at these little babies. These are pest babies. I forgot the name of them, but they're on my grape, so I need to get rid of those. My grapevine's growing again. That's new. That wasn't hanging out there like that. Tuck that in there so it can grow along the trellis. So we have black cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna tell you what, the critters have been all over these. Like, that's a baby leaf-footed bug there. There were some adults sucking on it. See how it's all discolored? Makes me mad. Oh, is that thunder? Fantastic. I love a storm. You know I love a storm. It's another leaf-footed a-hole right there. These ones I put in baggie. Hopefully it'll keep little sucking mouths out of it. This lychee tomato that I've been looking at every week, I was saving it to pick it with you guys, and a critter I noticed had gotten it yesterday. That's rude, because it was really bright red, which is probably why they took it. There's another one here. So that one's ready. Pretty. Oh, Brad's Atomic Grape. Those look ready. Pick those. Okay. And there's a wasp there. I'm going to tell you, wasps are our friends in the garden. I filmed one of these wasps. Could have been that very same one. Took a cabbage worm and ate it. So, there you go. And we have baby frogs everywhere, or toads. Look at these little baby toads. They're so tiny, and they are like millions of them in the yard. They're everywhere. So I need those guys to start eating some of these pests too. Like, feast up, dudes. This grape is doing great. Ow, ow, ooh, stepped wrong on my foot. Tansy, looking lovely. Cucamelons, I've got some weird issues with the foliage. Emily and I were briefly messaging about it. She hopes it's not wilt, and so do I, because that's gonna make me sad. I think the vines are too small for the vine borer, you know, because this is really tiny, really skinny. But yeah, just a few of the leaves. It's not the whole thing yet. Anyway, what I was going to say is production is kind of slowed down. See all that poop? Something obviously is feasting because there's poop. Okay. Anyway, I see a little flower here on a little female cucamelon, but definitely production has slowed down. There's one there. I'm just going to eat it. I was able to come out and pick little handfuls at a time. I love thunder. But yeah, production has slowed way down. So, oh, also, I want to tell you, the muncher cucumber, the muncher was here. Had to rip that out. And now that my last Persian melon is picked, this can come out. This is the small Persian. It just, I don't know, the vine just declined. It's just done. It's so weird. Yeah, it's done. I'll pick that up later. And then this was my Richmond green apple, and that has to come out now. So I may do another round of the miniature white, because they're a short day, and then the straight 8 cucumber that I planted on that far side, that's a 70-day cucumber, so that could go over here too. Anyway, all this is coming down, so that'll look different next week. And oh, there's a flower. Here we have a flower open, and I'm not sure if it's the cardinal vine or the cypress vine, because to me the flowers look the same, even though I think it's the structure's different. This one I think might be the cypress vine, because it looks like a star, like it's trumpet shaped, but if you look at it face front, it's like a star. Anyway, I'm not sure which one, but it's one of those. Anyway, that's pretty. If this was in more sun, it would be covered with them, and I'd have hummingbirds everywhere, but we have our lovely live oaks. I wouldn't trade them for anything, but okay. And then we had more moonflowers that were open last night. Like, it really was a show last night. All of these were open on the inside of the fence and the outside. So many moonflowers. It was gorgeous. And oh, ow. I really shouldn't be out here. That's fine. Birdhouse gourd here, and I noticed yesterday, because I had said, I mentioned on someone else's video, Minnie Acres, I think, that my birdhouse gourd had like shut down making female flowers like for the last few like weeks and weeks. But here we go. Boom. Baby gourd. Potential baby gourd. Baby gourd. What? It's because I said something. It's because I said the gourds had shut down. So these just stay on the vine, I believe, until the vine dies, I think. I don't remember how I did it last time because I grew these year before last. And you're supposed to keep them on the vine, I think, until the vine starts to turn. I don't remember. I gotta look that up. Because you don't pick them now. Like, they're supposed to stay on the vine, I think. Like, until the vine's done. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I hope that you guys are not watching this for gardening advice. Because it's totally entertainment purposes. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Every now and then I might have advice, but I wouldn't trust it. Don't trust it. All right, last is the circle bed. I'm going to have to do some magical things with editing to keep this under 45 minutes. Jeez. Ugh, I know. I talk a lot. I talk too much. It's totally my talking. All right, so if you saw my hashtag taking care of business TCB, hashtag TCB video, I finally got the mulch done. It looks beautiful. It is. This is Wendy's Wish salvia, my little blue salvia. Look there. I should get some blooms soon. And it's a really pretty blue, like a true blue, not like a purple blue. They're like blue. So that'll look pretty. St. Patrick is done with his second flush. Always beautiful. I mean, not right now, but I just love this rose so much. And then we have buds setting again on the mum. I think that's bridal white. The little pink rose has refoliated itself again, which is good. I did spray this with the copper fungicide the other day. I did pop in another Wendy's Wish here at the back just to try to bring some of that color on that side back here, because this is pretty much all green and yellow. So bringing some color back here. This rose that I don't know the name of is really flushing out beautiful. Look at those blooms. And we have lots of buds. So that's a pretty picture. Look at that. That's lovely. And of course the Duranta. This golden edge is doing great. Probably need to cut it back maybe a little bit, or maybe not. I mean, it looks pretty good with the windmill. Look at that. Man, I'm not mad at that view. Well, my husband got me a bird bath, a black one, and I thought about putting it in here. We'll see. I didn't want to junk up this area with too many things, like, because I already have the windmill. But I think the black bird bath might look nice. And I have one of those little solar things that, you know, does a little spray of water. It's tiny, but I think that'd be cute. Okay, so gilded sun rose having a nice flush. And there's my last artichoke. And I can probably safely say that's dead. Here we go. Wendy's Wish, gonna put out some blooms. Look at those calyx there. There'll be some blooms soon. It's a really pretty mauve-y purple. Another yellow rose here. I did spray this also with the copper fungicide, and I'll just have to remove these leaves that were already damaged, but it's doing great. Autumn Joy. I need to deadhead that. These are the blooms that were on it when I bought it, and so they're just old. It is putting out new growth, which is good. So there's some new growth here, but I do need to clip off this old stuff. So that's Autumn Joy. And then my Cuban Buttercup. Look at that. Pretty. That's Golden Edge. Cuban Buttercup. Then Cuban Gold. So there's the Cuban Gold. That is really popping against the mulch. There's another Wendy's Wish. You can see that bloom gonna come out soon. Really pretty. Just like a velvety mauve color. Russian sage in the pot. So I was thinking if I move that pot, I could put that black bird bath right there. And I think that could look actually really pretty. And then my orange rose, about to put out some more buds. Looks like we might get several blooms at once. That'll be nice. And then this is Autumn Fire, doing a lot better than Autumn Joy. We're starting to get a little color there. That's cute. That's pretty. So yeah. And then my pink rose, I did spray it with some copper fungicide. So hopefully the next blooms will be lovely. But real pleased with everything. And we got a pretty good harvest going. I'll probably pick some of that holy basil, but I mean, that basket, get out in the sunlight where you can see it. Yeah, that's nice. So it's been a good day. That's nice. All right, guys, next week, more changes. See you then. Bye.